Welcome to Lisa's Real Spill. Y'all know what we do over here. We keep it simple, but we keep it real. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I hope everybody's doing well on today. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody had a great day, a fantastic day. I did because I'm woke and I'm breathing. All right, all right. What do you do? Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Make sure it says all so that when I go live, you will get notified. Okay? Well, I guess if they feel like notifying you, y'all will get notified. Okay? Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to get on up in here. Darling, talk to me. I really wanna know your name. Oh, can you talk to me? I am not a singer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What it do, what it do, what it do, good people. Y'all, if my screen is black, it's because I don't know why, but my avatar for some reason do not pop up. I don't know why it started doing that. It didn't used to do that. My thing didn't used to do that. I used to could, get it to come on and do the right thing. I don't know what's going on. For some reason, my avatar is not showing up. And I was eating too. I was eating, y'all, so I didn't want to come on the screen. I did not want to come on the screen eating. Okay? But I was eating. But my thing, if it's black, I'm still here. I know y'all can hear me. If it's black, it's because my thing won't pop up for some reason. I don't know why it does that. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. It gets on my nerves. I don't know why it does that. Hey, y'all. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing great. Hello, Winston. How are you? How are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Winston? I don't celebrate Christmas, my dear. I do not celebrate Christmas. Hi, Benny. What's going on, you guys? No, Mama don't celebrate Christmas. I don't. I stopped years ago. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? Did y'all celebrate it? Did y'all have fun? I'm not going to keep y'all on here long. I just had some thoughts and stuff in my head, and I want to get them out. Okay. I titled this, but I be damned. I got so much stuff running through my brain. I can't even remember what I titled it. Titled the I can't remember what I titled the video. Now you know I'm tripping. I got so much going on, y'all. I do. What did I title this video? Could somebody help me out, please? I had so many things running in my head. I can't remember what I titled it. Now you know I'm going crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm trying to get the title right. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Winston. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's right. That's right. Trying something new. And I wanted to touch on this because some of us wait until something special happens and then we'll say like New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. I just want to touch on this a little bit because tomorrow is not promised to any of us, right? And so when stuff like that come up, like the New Year's resolutions and stuff, I don't quite agree with all that. Okay. I feel as though if you're going to start something, start it now. Okay. I don't feel as though you should wait because you waiting for a new year to come in. Who's to say you're gonna make it to that new year? You understand what I'm saying? Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Lord, excuse me, Lord forbid, but anything could happen. I just feel like if you're gonna start something, hi Sama, how are you? We talking about trying something new. I haven't really got into it yet. I'm leading up to what I was going to say. But I feel as though, that's not a good idea to put stuff to the side, or to wait to for a new year resolution and stuff like that. I just feel like that stuff is not, I don't know. I'm not good with that. I feel as though if you want to do something, I feel like you should do it now. Because I feel like when people say that they gonna do it, the new year come in, they gonna do this, that, and the other. The new year come and go, and you still don't do it. For some people, the new year come and go, and they still don't get it done. So I just feel like if it's something that you want to do it now. Let's not wait. Let's not wait for another day or New Year resolutions and stuff like that. I think you should do it now. You should start now because tomorrow is not promised to none of us, you know? And some of us say we're going to start stuff and we never get started. And that brings me to stepping out and trying something new, right? You know what I found out? I found out that when you step out and you try something new, more things start to happen. Now, I don't know if anybody else experienced this. I can only tell you what I have experienced, right? And I found out that when I step out there and I try something new, other things start to come in. Like, seriously, a lot of other things start to happen, good things, right? Along with that, me trying that new, along with me trying something new, other things, other doors open and other things start to happen. Like a whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? Like new things. I tried one thing new, and then it's like a whirlwind of other things that come in too and start to happen. Trying new things is it can be scary, right? It can be a little scary, but it is so, how can I put it? It's so benefiting, right? By just stepping out, trying it. Because some of us got good ideas, right? And some of us got things that we can do, but we won't do them. We won't step out there and do it. And listen, that's where you find out where you fit at. When you step out there and try something new, right? And when I say try something new, I'm talking about you know how to do it, right? You have a passion for it, but you've never stepped out there and just did it and created something with it, right? So it's new. It's really new, you know, because you're just putting it out there. That's what I'm talking about. Something that you know how to do, but and you have a passion for it, but you haven't stepped out there and done it yet. Okay? It's time to stop waiting and putting those things to the side. And it's time to start trying those things out. Because you're going to be surprised of what will happen when you step out there and you try those things out. You're going to be surprised of what you get. Okay? It's time for us to leave those 9 to 5 jobs. Now, I know some of y'all probably say, oh, I can't leave my job. I got bills to pay and this and that. Let me tell you something. If you're a believer, you can walk away from that job and know you're going to be all right. Let me say that again. If you are a believer, you know that you leaving that job, you still going to be all right. Because God is our provider. Okay? And he do look out for us. Let me give y'all an example. This is something that I always think about. You know how you have stray cats out in the street? Them cats be walking the street all the time, don't they? Stray cats. Just stray animals, right? But guess what? Every day they eat. Every day they get something to drink. You see what I'm saying? The trees that come up, that grow up out the ground, right? Don't they live? They live. Them trees continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay? So what I'm saying is that if you're a believer, right, you will survive and you will be okay leaving that 9 to 5 job. Because if God can take care of stray animals and they eat and stuff, if the trees can grow up out the ground and they survive, don't nobody take care of those trees. Those trees survive. They grow. They keep life. They keep life in them. How many times you done seen a dead tree? I want you to think about that. How many times have you seen a dead tree? The only time I see the trees look like they don't be dying, but when the winter get ready to kick in, their leaves and stuff change. They don't be dead. Their leaves and stuff change because the weather is changing. So again, I say if the trees can survive and live, and the stray animals can walk the street and they survive and live, why can't you? Why do some of y'all feel like if you lose a job or if you walk off your job, you're not going to be able to make it? That's why a lot of you don't make it, because you got in your mind you're not going to make it. Oh, yeah. You got in your mind that you're not going to make it. And so that's why some of you don't make it, because that's what you got in your mind. You got in your mind and you're thinking, oh, I can't leave this job because I don't have nothing else to do. I'm not going to make it. I call this stinky thinking. When you think that you're going to that something bad is going to happen, that's why bad things happen, because of the way you think. It's time for change. Some of y'all may not think so, but it's time for change. It's time for us to stop living in that same bubble we've been living in. It's time to make a change. Make a difference. It's time. All right, I'm getting ready to block you. I can't stand disrespectful people. I can't stand it. Go somewhere and play. I'm not the one to be that you need to be here playing. Don't come over here playing in my chat. Seriously. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. But anyway, like I was saying, it's time for some of us to make a change and stop doing the same old thing. You know, you got what it takes. You can do anything you put your mind to because you got what it takes. You got what it takes. Some of y'all gotta stop letting people brainwash you. You gotta stop letting people put doubt in your mind. You got what it takes. All you gotta do is step out there and do what you gotta do. I hear a lot of people say, I'm talking about trying something new, doing something different, right? Like if you got a passion for something, stepping out there and doing it. Let me tell you something. Every time I stepped out and I did something new, right? A whole lot of other things came too along with it. You'd be surprised at what'll happen when you step out there and you try something new. You know? And I was talking about not waiting for New Year's resolutions because some people will say they gonna do this and they gonna do that for their New Year's resolution, and New Year's come and go and they don't do nothing. And I always tell people to think that tomorrow is not promised to none of us. So if you're gonna do something, do it now. Don't be waiting. Do it. Make that move now. Because I think some people be talking to hear themselves talk. You're not fooling other people. You're only fooling yourself. Some people talk that talk and they never make a move. We all got what it takes. We just got to tap into it. And we got to venture out. We got to venture out and try something different. You'd be surprised of what you'll get when you step outside the box and try something. You're going to be surprised at what you get. I hear so many people say they believers. They believe in the Most High, this, that, and the other. But now, some people say that, but the way they live their life is like they really don't have faith in the Most High. You see? Because if you got faith in the Most High, like I just said, you wouldn't let fear keep you stuck and stagnated. If you say you got faith, then that means you're a believer. So that means you should be able to step out there and venture out. You see what I'm saying? But some people are comfortable with being comfortable. And that's why some of us cannot venture out, because we are comfortable with being comfortable. And when you're in a place like that, if you don't snap out of it, you're going to see yourself, you're going to be in that same place. Or what ends up happening is that something comes along and make you uncomfortable anyway, right? Like when we work our job and we go to that job every day. We really don't like the job, but we go every day because we got to pay the bills and all that. Instead of venturing out, trying something new, we stay stuck on that job, right? Because we said we got to pay our bills and this and that, but we don't like the job. But check this out. You go in there one day and the somebody tell you, oh, the boss want to see you in his office. And when you go up there, he give you your red slip or your ticket, right? Getting rid of you. Now, your boss done got rid of you now. Now what you gonna do? You're gonna be mad, upset, you're gonna go home crying and all that. But if you had ventured out and tried something new, you probably wouldn't have never been at that job. See, we don't need these jobs. The jobs need us. It's the way your mind look at it though. You have conditioned yourself to make you think that you need that job. When you don't. You don't need that job. There's something inside of you that you could do, that you like to do, that you enjoy doing, and it's way better than you going to that job every day. Excuse me. It's way better than you going on that job every day. Being upset, being mad because you don't want to be there. You basically making yourself be there. You understand what I'm saying? We got to get out of that. We really do. We got to stop putting ourselves in bad situations. We got to stop doing that because we can do so much better. We can change the game. We can change our life if we really want to. Trust and believe me, we can. Trust and believe me, we can. And I'm going to give you something. I said something earlier, right? Think about the stray animals that walk the street. Do you see them hungry? No. Do you see them going thirsty? No. Think about the trees that grow up out the ground. Those trees grow up out the ground and they live. They live, right? Why do they live? Because the creator takes care of the plants. He takes care of the stray animals. So what make you think that he wouldn't take care of you? If you walked off that job and said, I'm done, I'm going to find me something else. What make you think that he won't take care of you? And some of our problems is we don't have trust in ourselves. We don't have no trust in ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. That's why some of us won't venture out and try something new, because we don't have no trust, no confidence. We don't believe in ourselves. When you don't have no confidence, you don't believe in yourself, hey, that kills it right there. You're not going to do anything because you don't have what it takes. And you're not willing to push yourself out there. You got to push yourself sometime so you can get rid of the fear. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, your life will be so much different if you just took the time out and pushed yourself out there and tried something new. You'll be surprised at what you get back. You really would. But I can stand up here and tell you how great you are and what you have in you. It's not going to do you any good unless you believe it yourself. If you get to a point where you believe it, you'll make a move. But if you don't believe it within yourself, you're not going to do it. And let me tell you something else I think about the 9-to-5 jobs. I think the 9-to-5 jobs are a trap. And I think that 9-to-5 jobs kills people's self-esteem. It kills people's self-esteem, and it kills your belief that you would have in yourself. I truly feel like that those 9 to 5 jobs kills your confidence, your self-esteem, and your belief. Because so many people that I see that work 9 to 5 jobs, they don't like them jobs. They don't like them. But they're not willing to venture out and try something new. And the more you go to a job where the job is beating you down, right, the more you're going to get discouraged. The more your confidence is dying, your self-esteem is dying. You believing in yourself is dying because the job is draining all that. The job is taking all that away from you. Just think about that. How many of you go in them jobs that you don't like? I ran across a girl on YouTube that was telling her story, and she said she was working on this job. She said she couldn't stand the job. She said the job was affecting her whole life. It was draining her. She said it was draining her. She didn't like the job. And then she had made a plan to quit the job, right? She had set a date that she was going to quit the job. But the job ended up letting her go before she could quit. Oh, yeah, the job ended up letting her go before she could quit. Okay. So she ended up venturing out, starting her a business. And for a minute, of course, when you first start something, it's rocky and you make mistakes and stuff along the way. But guess what? She ended up tapping into the job, creating her a business, basically. And now she up on her feet and she's making good income. And she said she will never go back to a job again. She said that job had drained her. And she's married. And she said she didn't even want to deal with her husband after dealing with that job. And I do believe that. I believe them jobs are it's like how can I put it? It's like a trap. A 9 to 5 is like a trap. And I believe it kills your spirit and everything. And there's other things out here that you can do. We all have something special within us that we can take and create income for ourselves. The problem with some of us is that we don't believe it. We don't believe that we got something in us, that we have something special within us. That's the problem. And as long as you keep thinking like that, you will never venture out and try something. As long as you don't believe in yourself, you don't trust in yourself. I keep trying to tell y'all, everything starts with you. Everything. I don't give a fuck what it is. Everything starts with you. And if you don't have trust for yourself, if you don't have no loyalty for yourself, if you don't have no belief in yourself, a lot of things is not going to work out in your favor. That's just the truth. You got to have fucking trust, loyalty, and stuff. We work so hard at giving somebody else those things, but we need to have them within ourselves. Some of us step out here, we get into a new relationship or something, and we end up trying to give that person loyalty, trying to believe in that person and all that. How, and it never, and so, for some of us, it don't work out. You know why it don't work out? Because you don't have those things for yourself. So how you going to give them to somebody else if you don't have none for yourself? You don't have no loyalty for yourself, no trust, no belief. But you're gonna get in a relationship with someone and try to, put those things into them. Be for real. It will never work. If you don't have it in yourself, you will never be able to go out there and connect with somebody on a relationship term and think that that's shit gonna work out, because it's not. It will never work out because you don't have it in yourself. You got to have those things in yourself first before you can give them to somebody else. That's just the truth. That's the truth. That's why a lot of relationships don't work out, because people be hooking up with each other and they be trying to give each other something that they don't have in their self. Love. Now you gonna go love somebody else, you don't even love yourself. So how you gonna give that love to somebody else? Be for real. That's why that shit don't never work. Everything starts with you. I tell people that all the time. Everything starts with you. I don't care what it is. It starts with you. And if your foundation is not right, if you ain't got shit together within yourself, it ain't gonna work out. Just because you connect with somebody else, it's not gonna work out. It don't work like that. How you gonna pour something into somebody you don't even have? Come on. Stop playing with me. Shit. You got to get you together first. You got to build yourself up. Whereas though you got confidence, you got loyalty, trust, belief, those things. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your shit right first. You cannot pour into somebody. You can't pour something into somebody that you don't even have. And that's why a lot of relationships do not fucking work out, because people connect with each other and they talking about they gon' they love each other and all this. It's like the blind leading the blind. How you gonna love somebody when you don't even love yourself? How you gonna trust somebody when you don't even trust yourself? And that's why those things don't never work out. That's exactly why. And as soon as that we wake up and recognize that, the better off we'll be. I'm telling you some true shit. And when I talk to people, it's sad. But when I talk to people, they don't even be thinking about the fact of having trust within themselves, or believing in themselves, or loving themselves. Some people don't even stop and think about that. Some people really think that even though they don't love themselves, they can love somebody else. When you have love for yourself, you can love other people real easy. It'll be very easy. But when you don't have love for yourself, and then you go and try to love somebody else, it's like you're running into a wall, and it don't never work out. And it doesn't work out because you don't have it for yourself. And you're trying to prove to somebody that you love them. And it's not working because when you started, you didn't have love for yourself. That's the whole problem in a nutshell. So, I just wanted to put that out there and give somebody something to think about, you know, because we really got to start doing better. And we got to stop putting ourselves in bad situations and thinking we're going to get something good out of it. Because I see a lot of people doing that. A lot of people do that. They put themselves in bad situations and then they be thinking they're going to get something good out of it. And they never do. They end up getting hurt. They end up being broken and damaged. And they end up in worse situations. They end up in a worse situation that they was in before they even walked into that relationship. We got to start thinking about ourselves first. We must. We must start thinking about ourselves. We must start to, make ourselves healthy first before we go out there trying to find something or trying to find somebody. You understand? Make sure you healthy. Make sure you done heal from your traumas. And that way, when you go to get in a relationship or something, it will 9 times out of 10, it will thrive even better because now you're walking into it and you are healthy. You are healthy. See, trauma clouds our judgment. It really do. Trauma clouds our judgment. And what I mean by that is trauma keep you from making good decisions. And that's because you haven't healed from it. You just carrying it around. You carrying it around and you're going through life making choices and decisions based off of that trauma that you carrying around in you. And let's be clear about something. When you got trauma going on, when you're carrying around trauma, let's be clear about something. You're not going to make the best decisions because that trauma is still hanging on to you. It's like it's got you by the throat. And you will not be able to make proper choices and decisions until you heal from that trauma. You have to heal from that shit. You cannot keep carrying that shit around with you because all it's going to do is affect your judgment about everything. It's going to affect you about everything. It really is. Some of you get in relationships and you got that trauma going on, and that shit is dead and stinking before you can even get it started. It's over with. You know? So that's all I'm saying is that start to think about yourself. Make sure that you're in a good place. Make sure that you're healthy so that you can have the best life. So you can have a better life for yourself. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you're healthy. You deserve the best. But I can tell you that. But you're 9 times out of 10, you're not going to believe it because you got shit going on with you that's clouding your judgment. But you deserve the best. And the reason why some people don't believe that is because They got a lot of trauma going on. And that's why some people don't believe that they deserve the best out of life. That's why it's hard to get some people to believe that, because they are dealing with trauma. And when you haven't healed from your trauma, trauma will make you think all kinds of things about yourself. But some people are very scared to heal from it. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. You got to face it and deal with it, so you can let that go. Because a lot of times, some people that be carrying around some trauma, it don't even be their fault. They just feel guilty about it or feel some type of way about it. But the trauma don't even be their fault. But the people around them have made them feel guilty and have made them feel like whatever happened, it was their fault. And that's why some people carry that trauma around and they be feeling like, it's their fault, it's their fault. But a lot of times it don't even be that person's fault, you know? But you're not going to find out unless you find a therapist or, or a coach or somebody to talk to, you know? Once you find somebody to talk to and they can kind of explain to you what's going on and kind of guide you through, then you are, you will be able to see things in a different way. But as long as you carrying that trauma around, your life is really going to be jacked up. You got to let that trauma go. You got to. It's a must. But I'm ready to go, y'all. I just wanted to come on here and holler at y'all. Please like and subscribe. Yes, please like and subscribe. And I will see y'all on the next one.